Hey guys, how's it going? Just making sure you can actually hear me since I seem to have had an issue in the past of my mic not working in this screen. Excuse me. Um, how is it going on this lovely Sunday here? It is a lovely temperature outside and it's nice. I'm sure it's going to get hotter later because, Texas. So, of course. But yeah. Okay. So I'm glad you can hear me. That's good. And it's not echoey this time, I hope. So, right. So today I was originally actually supposed to stream yesterday and I was going to do another Nintendo Labo Switch build, but I just got informed that a friend of mine here is collecting up some games and some older game consoles for some kids who lost everything. Yay, Shmee! And plus, yay, it's actually working this time. For some reason, my Muxie alerts haven't been working. Thank you so much for that sub, Shmee. Like, means a lot. Thank you. Um, yeah, so I think that's the first time my sub alert has actually shown for you guys to see. So yay, thanks. But yeah, I was informed that there's some kids that my friend knows. Like it's a family with several kids in it, and they lost everything to the hurricane. Um, and like their insurance covered the house and everything like that, but they lost all of their gaming systems and everything. So she is trying to get together. She said for original Xbox and any other consoles that you might have spare extra. And I was like, well, first, my wife asked me, she's like, do we have any spare games? And at first I was like, do you know who you're talking to? Spare games? I don't have spare games. We don't have any spare games. But then I remembered that we have a whole bunch of loose games that I wouldn't mind giving away to some kids. So I've gone through them and I've separated out what might work. I need to test them. I'm not sure if all of them actually work. And then I was like, when she said other consoles, I was like, well, I have 3 PS2 Fats that I'm not sure if they work or not, but I think I could probably get one working between the 3 of them at least. I mean, for all I know, I've never tested them. They came in a lot of consoles that I got that claimed that they all needed some work done to them. I've never actually tested them. So for all I know, they might all actually work. But there's some case damage on a few of them, so if they do work, I want to at least swap things around to get one that looks nice and that is working properly. So that is what today's stream is about. It's going to be trying to get one PS2 Fat working fully and good to go, and then testing out some games for PS2. I have some Xbox games and some PS1 games since they'll also work on the PS2. So yeah, let's go ahead and get going. So these are the 3 PS2 Fats that I have. First, before I do anything with them, we're going to see how functioning they are. So I need to swing back here. Of course, my TV is not perfectly in the view for you guys. I don't need this on, right? This actually I do, just in case I get any alerts. I need that on. Never mind. Right. Need to make sure not to roll over anything. Like I said, I have never once ever tested any of these, so this could be interesting. Let's see. Put that on. Well, the power light comes on, so that's a good thing, right? Okay, so this is one that boots up, so that's good. That's good. I need it to definitely boot up. Like I'm pretty much expecting it to be like a disk read error that it's having. So if it boots up, that means I can work with it. Well, it won't be that short of a stream. I have a lot of games to test, so it'll end up being a testing stream. But I really don't know how to even, let's see. Okay, so that's how I've never had a PS2 Fat. I've never messed with one. Ah, the disk tray won't stay open. wonder if I can pop a game in fast enough to try to test it. What's the game I care about the least in these in case it scratches it? They're all good games. I'll test with a ps1 game for now. How about that? Because I don't care about the ps1s as much. Like track and field. It's going to give it to them. I don't know. They might like track and field. I don't know. But let's see if I can pop this in here fast enough and see if it reads it. I don't even have a controller plugged in. Well, it's going to the game, or at least it's trying to. Trying being the main word here, I think. Oh, look. So PS1 games work. This might be a short stream, you're right. Like I said, I don't have a controller plugged in, though, so I can't test anything right this second. It doesn't have a memory card in. I also need to see, I have several spare PS1 and one spare PS2 if it works, so I need to test those out also. Yeah, this might be a short stream since the first one seems to be functioning. But there is some case damage on it, so I can do some swap arounds and some cleaning up and turn this off really quick. But I do need to figure out how to get the disc tray to not automatically go back in. Because, no, turn off. Turn off, thank you. I need to put the controller in. One sec, guys. And while I'm here, where's all the... I have a PS1 memory card. I don't know if any of them work. I'm going to try this one first because it's ugly and I don't like it. So, yeah, we'll put that right in there. All right, turn it back on. And the audio is working because I can hear it even through my headphones. So, yeah. We'll see if one of them has a disc tray that actually stays out. I'm going to test all three of them because I'm curious. Like I said, I've never tested these things. I don't know. I guess that's okay, she. I guess. Now checking the memory card. It's like, for all I know, it doesn't actually register controllers. Okay, so yes. I don't know if this is an analog game. Yes. Okay, so... Gonna have to put in a game I actually know, like, how to run. Okay, so X and O work, and the D-pad works, and this analog works. So that's good. Right. I don't know anything about the controls of this game, so I'm going to actually swap it to a different game. If I can get the game out fast enough, I can. Woo! So yeah, the only thing I'm really seeing with this one that is an issue is that the disk drive doesn't stay out. Let's try a PS2 game. I don't know the controls of any of these games. Oof. And if it's a PS2 game, I actually, to restart the whole thing, I need to test, where is the PS2 one? Let's see if it can read the memory cards on the boot up screen before I test this game. Now I don't remember how to get to the... How do you get to... Digital output, components, language. I thought it was in here that you got to the... Is it under the browser? Oh, yeah, there it is. I was like, I know you can get to the memory card from here. I'm so confused. Go into this one. Okay, so this one works because it still has save files on it. This was not ever one that I used. So I can clear this one out and send this along for PS1 games. That's good. And the PS2 one was also not one that I ever actually used. I don't even know where this one came from, but it is a PS2 official one, so that's nice. I already have my own PS2 official memory card, so I don't need to keep this one because I also have one that is not official that holds way more space. Like, there's way more space on it. The only reason I have an official memory card is because one of the Kingdom Hearts games does not save unless you have it on an original card. Because, of course, why not? Why wouldn't it? Annoying, but you know. Okay, so good. I have memory cards that work. That's good. Now let's see about reading a PS2. There's like chunk on this disc, like a sticky chunk. Why are you on this? Right, I'm gonna try Sly 3. It's a good like kid game. So far, it's not reading this one. So it's reading PS1 game, or at least a PS1 game. So that might be where the issue is. It doesn't read PS2 games. Let's try resetting it to make sure. Ugh. So I might actually have to do some work. Okay, let's try a different PS2 game. I have read, I did some research about PS2 FATs, and they often have disk read errors that some games will work and other games won't. Apparently, it's not too difficult of a fix. So, oh, now it's starting. It just took a little while, which means that I do definitely need to do something with the disk reading on this one at least. But it does read, so that's a plus. That's a positive. It works. Okay, so that's good. Seriously, every game I have in here, I don't know the control, like how the controls are meant to be done. I might need to pull out one of like my actual games. There is no memory card, so oh, it has to have slot 1. I forget there's some games on PS2 you have to have it in slot 1, and I don't get that. Continue without saving. Yes, go ahead. I just want to see the game. So it's working. I don't care. I just want to try playing the game. Come on. So literally the only thing right now I can tell that is wrong with this one is it has a little, it needs like the disc cleaned, the disc laser cleaned probably. And the door won't stay open. Oh my gosh, stop talking. Just let me get to the game. Worst thing ever. Okay, so, yep, this way I can test controls to make sure it's actually inputting everything correctly. That is, if it actually had button presses for everything, which it doesn't. That works. That works. Still don't know about the triggers. They don't seem to do anything in this game. Okay, they definitely are doing something because I hear clicks when I do them in here. So they are registering. Got it. So that's good. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That means we're going to move on to the next system. Oh, damn it. I turned it off before taking the game out. Take the game out. Come on. Thank you. That was silly of me. All right, so you can turn back off. So the first one works. I know the memory cards work, so I can just put them to the side. It's like the case is a little bit beat up on this one also. But it's actually not that bad. Like, it's a little bit dirty. It's not missing the expansion bay. That's good. The security tape is still complete and sealed, so that means nobody's opened it or tampered with it, which I might be because that's what I do. Yeah, all the covers on the front are there. Like, it has the memory card slots are still, like, they're still covered. So yeah, this one actually doesn't look bad. It just needs a little, like, scrub down kind of with a slightly, oh, there we go. I don't know if you can even see that. The CD cover is falling off, but like I said, it's already having issues anyway with the not wanting to stay open. So we shall see if there is a another one that has a better disc door or whatever. So that one can go over there for now. On to the next one. This one is a little bit dustier. It looks like they had a cat. This one has definitely been gotten into. The seal is definitely broken on that tape. So somebody has opened this one up. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. It just means that somebody's been in it. This one is definitely got some issues with the disk drive. The door is completely broken. I don't even know if it's going to read this because of that, but we will try. It is definitely dirty everywhere, which means that if I did go with this one, I'd 100% have to open it up just to clean it. I mean, look at those vents. Those vents are completely gunked up. That's disgusting. But let's give it a go, see if it boots on and all that jazz, or if somebody has completely messed it up by going inside of it, which could happen. Okay, the power light does come on, so that's a good sign. All right, let's try. Okay, it does turn on, so that's good. Let's see, I'm going to try again with the PS1 game that I don't care as much about. Like, of all the games that I want to give to them, I have a feeling this will be the one that they care the least about also. So this is the one that if it gets damaged, I don't care. Like, yeah. The disk drive won't even open on this one, so I cannot test any games. That's how, oh, there it is. Like, that's how busted it is. This one actually stays open. So that's good. Let's see if it'll read. I can't even, oh, yep, there we go. Audio works. Game is booting. Looks like I might just have to be doing mainly cosmetic stuff today, guys. But that's actually not horrible. That means that I will definitely be able to get them a PS2, and that makes me feel good. Like, if all of them weren't fully functioning, there's always a possibility I can't actually fix it, and I really want to give these kids a PS2, because then they can have a PS2 that also plays the PS1 games. The other friend is already giving them the Xbox, so they're going to have 3 different, like, consoles they can play games worth. So Like, I know that they're not the most current ones in the world, but it's better than not having anything if you just lost everything, right? So, controller also works. All right, let's go ahead and test a ps2 game now that I know that it can close the door and not scratch up the disc. We'll put in slide 3 again. And just go ahead and reboot it. This one read the ps2 game much faster, so that's good. So maybe I'll be able to like take the disc optical reading part out of this one and put it in the other one, since the other one has some issues. And that would also control the opening of the door motor. This one doesn't have any issues. It opens and stays open. The only issue I see so far is that this one's really dirty on the inside and the door is broken, like the front's not there. Which for someone who is really good at taking care of their consoles wouldn't be a huge deal, but it's not ideal, that's for sure. Just pop the memory card in there, then I'll know if it's actually reading or not. No, go ahead and read it again, see if you can see that there's a, oh, press the wrong button. Reset. I forgot, I need to test to make sure this one actually reads cards. It's like like I said, I have no idea why these were in the lot. Like, I got a ton of consoles in an eBay lot a long time ago. And the guy just claimed that all need to have some work done to it. And he didn't say what it was for each one, so I have no idea what's wrong with these. For all I know, it doesn't read memory cards, and that's what's wrong with this one, not just the broken door. So I need to make sure to test everything before I'm going to send them one. I don't want to send them one and then it not be able to save anything. That would really stink and be really kind of rude. Oh, I didn't realize Sucker Punch made these. That's cool. Do you want to create a save? So it does read it there. Let's create a save file. Make sure it can actually do it. Yep, good. So far, so good. Need to get through this sequence since it doesn't let me skip, so I can make sure that all the controls work with it, so that it's reading the inputs right. So far it is. This is actually really cool, because then even though after I give one of these away, I can finish just cleaning up the other ones and I can sell them. So that's handy. And then I can get them out of my collection of stuff. I have so many different consoles to repair and like move. It's ridiculous. I wasn't sure like how retro they wanted to go. Like, technically I have a lot of NESs, I have some Genesis, but I don't know if they would be interested in that. Start. Keep playing. Yep, so all the button presses work. That's good. It reads the memory card. Okay, so this one, the only thing I can see wrong with it is that the door is broken. That's not a huge thing. That's easy to swap out with one of the other ones. So one more time, I'm going to reboot to make sure it reads the PS1 card. I was really expecting that I'd 100% have to crack all these open and like combine them all into just one working one. Browser. Enter. Yep, so it reads both. Both memory card slots work. I am not going to be testing the second player controller ports because I don't even think any of the games I have 2-player that I'm sending them. And I don't actually have 2 controllers of PS1 or PS2 to send them because the PS1 controllers will work on a PS2 to play PS1 games, but they will not work with PS2 games. I only think I have 1 spare PS2 controller. I think I need to actually test to make sure it's a PS2 controller. I do have spare PS1 controllers, but I mean, I probably should test the second one in case they want to get another controller. I don't know if any of them are 2-player, though. I don't know if I'll even be able to test. I don't know if we have any 2-player PS2 games. I'll have to look. But yeah, so this one's going good, so I'm going to turn it off. Go ahead and swap to the last one that we have to test to see what's wrong. All right, so yeah, that one just needs a really good clean and the door swapped, basically. This last one, it's missing the expansion bay slots, which is not a huge deal. I could always steal it off one of the other 2. It has also been gotten into the sticker doesn't even exist on there anymore, saying, and it has some damage to the front. It looks like it was dropped at one point in time. It's broken off part of it and it's bent this plastic up. Again, that's really only cosmetic, but let's give this one a test, see how it goes. So out of all of them, the first one is the best case. It just needs cleaned. Okay, this also puts power to it. That's good. Power. However, it looks like it doesn't actually turn on. I cannot get it to turn on. Okay, so I have one that doesn't work out of the 3. It definitely is having power go to it, but the power button does not turn it on. So, right, so that one is just going to go to the side. This is the one that's going to require the most work, but when I have 2 that are already working, I do not need to mess with this one today. Unless I need to, like, steal a door from it or something. So this one can go over here. Right. So, in that case, we are going to come over here. Now that I know what I need to do, I'm going to put the games away. PS1 and PS2. All right. So we are going to be cracking open these bad boys. Yeah. Right. So. Since the first one is the cleanest one, like I think I would actually. It's got marks all over it, but it's by far the cleanest on the inside. Like it's not that dirty. So So I think that I would like to swap the disk drive mechanics out of this one into this one. Yeah. Except I am going to have to steal still off the other one because, like I said, this disk door is broken. It doesn't stay hooked on. So yeah, we might have to open up all three to get it. Ha ha! Of course you found another box of books. Why wouldn't you find another box of books? Right, so let's crack this one open first. I've never actually taken, obviously I've never taken one of these apart because this is the first time I've ever messed with one. So, yeah. I might need to pull up a how to disassemble a ps2. In fact, let me just go ahead and do that. ps2 original repair. Fix it. No, it has several teardowns. Here we go, teardown. Okay, that's what I thought. All of these need some tools. I need a small flathead so I can pry these up. That's a flathead. Right. Let me scoot in better so I can actually see what I'm doing. This needs to come out. This one. This. And this one. Come on. And then these two over here also. Oh, right. I forgot. I have song requests on. I meant to start this. Just going to turn that down a little bit. Turn it down in my ears, definitely. If anybody wants to put any song requests on, please feel free to put song requests on. This is just Monster Cat playing right this moment. It is a regular ps2. This is the original ps2. The Slim came later, which is the one that I have, which is what I use. This is the original ps2 that came out. They're just fat and huge and annoying because of it. Fat shaming. Yes, it's called fat. Generally, that's what always happens with PlayStation. Like, they release their first system, which is always huge compared to the second one that they released. Like, the same happened with the PS1. Like, the PS1 original, people refer to as the PS1 fat because it's like twice as large as the second version they came out with. And the PS2 is like way bigger than the one that the second one. Like, the PS2 Slim is so small compared to, stupid screw. I'm gonna have to tip that over to get it out. I don't know why I took it off of the teardown. I need to see the teardown. There we go. Okay. Oh, that is a very long screw. That is a lot longer than I thought that was going to be. Okay, so that, I need to remember which one that goes in. So is that. And so is that. Okay, so the left side, these four are long. This one screw still needs to come out. Oh. Come on, screw. There we go. Okay, what do I do next? The sticker, it's already broken open. Don't need to worry about it on this one. Then flip it over and pull the top off. Okay. Oh, didn't know it was attached. Should have probably read about that. Should have probably read that. Is there any way to just unattach it easily? Don't think so. Okay, so there we go. There's the inside of the ps2. Flip the back over, top, prime the half closer. Carefully remove the cord that attaches the two halves by unclipping the power cord assembly from the case of the lid. So it can get unclipped? How? I don't even see where it's plugged in. There is no way in heck that I am going to... That's just staying. That's just going to stay right there. You can't hear the music? Is it too quiet? Now can you hear it? I just turned it up a lot louder. It's also on Monster Cat. Let me move it forward. Why is it so many of these in the way? I don't want Monster Cat. Get to the one she said. Here we go. Songs that you actually requested. Now tell me if it's too loud, because I just turned it up like all the way. Oh, that's why. It's really quiet over here. Let's put that to 50. Turn you down a little bit. Back to there. Can you still hear it? And you can still hear me over it perfectly fine? Go back to the tear down. I don't want to separate that. It's fine. Unless it's just meaning this comes out, which might be what it's saying. I think that's what it's saying. There we go. That's what it's saying. Okay, I can separate it. This can go away. Right. The only thing that I really need to swap is the disk drive. So how do I take the disk drive out? That is next. Okay. So take out these 4 screws. Where's a smaller screwdriver? I have so many screwdrivers. Here we go. This will work. Maybe. Not very well. Okay. Are you small enough? Yes. There we go. That's better. Laser radiation when open. What? Oh, when it's on. Do not stare at the beam. But it's so pretty. Oh, pretty baby. Excuse me. Okay, got the 4 screws out. Remove the lid. This thing is so dirty. Okay, that's the lid removed. Calm down, Nightbot. Calm down. And then there's 2 more screws. Oh, there they are. Where'd the screwdriver go? There it is. Okay. Remove the whole disk drive by carefully tilting the lid and sliding it out. Oh, I see. This is the part that is broken on the other one. There's even tape on it. There's like tape on the inside. Okay, so this part I definitely want to swap with the other one. Or I keep that one and I just want, ew, oh my goodness, it's so gross. This one's seriously gross. I want to remove all of this and put it in the other one, essentially, and keep the original of this on the other one. Yeah. Yeah, essentially. I can probably just glue that lid part back on so it doesn't flop out like that. Then I wouldn't have to worry about placing the other one and opening a third one. Right, but I need to take the entire disk drive out. Is that what we're working on? Is the disk drive or the heatsink side? Because I don't want the heatsink side. I just want the disk drive. Don't care about that. Or do I have to take apart all the rest of it to get to the disk drive? Yes, looks like I have to literally disassemble this entire thing to take this out. It's kind of annoying. Remove gold screws on the controller port. Do I really have to? I just want this part out. I'm trying to tell what it's hooked onto. I might skip ahead slightly and see, because no, that's in the way. Okay, I definitely need to remove the fan because I can see that this part of the plastic is underneath the fan section. So I'll take that out. Goodness, apparently I just decided to shout all of them at once. Silly Nightbot. Come on, thank you. Is that all that's connecting you? Can't see. I need to see the back. Take the expansion port out. That might be in the way. Come on. It feels like it wants to come out. I don't see any other screws that could possibly be in the way. Fine, I will follow the instructions in their entirety if I must. Okay, so I just have to take it apart way more than I wanted to. Remove the controller port so it's out the way. Come on. Controller port is now, well, not really out the way, but it's loose. Okay, so controller ports. What's next? Gently lift off the controller port and remove the ribbon cable. Okay, so it does come out easily then. There we go. Controller port. That is completely nasty and gross. Next. I've already done that, so it is supposed to lift out. I've already got that off. Remove the cover. I did that. If you utilize your expansion bay for its intended purpose, make sure you remove the component. pull the innards out and away from the bottom cover. I've already got that out. Oh, I see. What? I'm really confused right this second. Oh, I see. The whole thing comes out. Got it. That is so gross. Like, look how full of crap that is. Ugh. I could go down here for now. I mean, since I'm in here this far, it's gonna get cleaned. But now that all of the bulky plastic's out of the way, we can get the fun stuff electronics. The 4 gold screws holding the power supply. I really want you out of the way. Will you please come out of the way now? What are you stuck on? The screw is still stuck. That's what it is. Now what are you stuck? Oh, there's a wire. Okay. I really just want the disk drive. Okay, fast forward to disk drive. Because I'm pretty sure the disk drive, yeah, there's nothing screwed into the disk drive. It's just these clips. Okay, cool. It's like I don't really need to disassemble the entire thing. I just need the disk drive out. Which could be easier said than, there we go. Like it could be easier said than done without busting the whole thing. What are you attached into? There we go. Now what are you attached to still? Oh, there's lots of them. Okay. Of course there are. Come here. Come here. There. This, oh man, there's tons of them. This is what I need. This is what I need. This is a functioning, that's nasty. This is a fully functioning thing. So this is what I need. Right. So, get the parts out of the way that I don't want or need. Just gonna go ahead and set that kind of in there so that it's out the way and not on the carpet. Electronics and carpet do not go well together, in case you didn't know. So that can go down there. I don't need that. Right. So now we're going to do it again on this other one. And hopefully we'll get a good, fully functioning system. Is this Bob Ross? Of course it's Bob Ross. I mean, listen to his calming and soothing voice. This one's definitely not been gotten into before. Like, these aren't even scraped up looking like anybody's tried to get these off. Come on. Thank you. Right. Long screw. This music's fun. Come on, thank you. And then the smaller ones. With paint. Come on, screw. I had issues getting the other one of this one out. It's like just deep enough in there that it's really hard to get. Okay. There we go. Well, a chunk of plastic just fell off from somewhere. That's always a good thing, right? Oh, right, the tape. I was like, why is it not coming off? Because this one is still got the tape on. Yeah, I'm not going to actually peel it off. I'm just going to scrape it off. There we go. That should work. Oh, forgot about that part. Okay. This one is much cleaner on the inside. That's why I want to use this one to give to them. It's just nicer. Come on, come out. You can do it. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, this door is, turn it so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is definitely broken, but it is at a place where I can just super glue it back on after I'm into it and it's not near any of the actual components, because I don't want to accidentally super glue the actual disk drive. That would be bad. But I can just glue that back on so it's on nice and tight. I'm not even sure how it's broken off. Like, I know these are supposed to come off. I just don't know how they come off. So that will just be getting super glued on. You need to get untaped out of the way, please. Thank you. Go down there. Thank you. Right. Bust into here. This one also looks much cleaner, so I'm probably not going to keep the lid to this other one. That can go down with the other one. One, two, three, and a fourth one. Garden of your mind. And then this just comes come on. There. That just comes out like that. That one I will keep. And then these other two little screws here. This one is so much cleaner on the inside. Like, whoever had this one actually took somewhat good care of their console. Like, probably didn't have pets inside either. That is one disadvantage to having indoor pets. They will get your consoles extremely dirty, unfortunately. Okay, so now that this is here, I'm going to actually just, I really don't understand why is this not staying on anymore? I don't really see what's supposed to have been keeping it in place to begin with. Like, I don't understand. Unless it's this screw and the screw's just gotten loose somehow. No, I'm just going to glue it. I'm just going to glue this back on. Like, I have no issues with that. So to make sure, again, that I don't get super glue all over everything, this is going to go to the side for right this second. We do not need me accidentally super gluing the ps2. So, get out my good old trusty super glue. With super glue and plastic, you really just need a tiny bit. So I'm trying to see where I want to put it. I'm going to just put it right here, just a teeny tiny bit. And that should be more than enough. And just slide it back in, move that so it's out the way, and just set it to the side and let it do its thing. So that can just go over. I'm going to set it upright to make sure that it's not going to slide off anytime. There we go. Done with that part. Oops, accidentally turned on a light. Right, so back to this. Move the super glue out the way. Right, so we take off this first. Excuse me. This comes forward and I disconnect it here. Put that over there so it's out the way. Then I disconnect the fan. Come here, screw, please. Thank you. You have picked some excellent songs, Shmi, and I appreciate that. Then I also need to take this door off because it's in the way. So there's that. And then we lift the entire thing from the case. As long as I actually got all the screws. I think I believe I took out all the ones that said I had to take out. Guess we'll find out. There we go. So I'm going to give this one a quick clean also, but it is so much cleaner. Like, you can actually see through them. So that's a really good thing. So much cleaner. In fact, before I assemble it all together, I'm probably going to go give it a bath real quick, which means, well, maybe not. I'll just use the canned air we have, because we have canned air. Right. So then all I want to do is separate this and then carefully disconnect the, right? There wasn't any other screws, right? That is connected really solidly to that. Was there any more screws on this? I didn't think that there was. But this is a heck of a lot more solid. course, this is the one that nobody ever got into. So it might be that whoever reassembled the last one didn't actually put it together properly. Okay, so this does not feel like it wants to let go. So I might need to actually follow these instructions better or more fully. I just pulled it out. The metal case that houses the expansion bay will lift out with ease. The last one was still fun. So this expansion bay should go away. It claims it lifts out with ease. I don't believe you at all. Because there's still some screws in the way, which I can see them. Oh, it even says that in the last step, remove these 4 screws. Steady. I need to make this camera closer so you guys can see better. Let's see. Don't mind me, I'm just going to try to make this closer so you guys can actually see better what I'm doing. There. I think that's better. All right, back to what I was doing. Yeah, that's better. Nice short little screw. Come on. I don't want to press too hard because it's like the exposed optical drive on the other side. Oh my goodness, screw, please just come out. So it looks like I'm not going to actually have to do any soldering, even though I got it all set up to do it. But again, like I said earlier, that's not a bad thing. The fact that I have 2 that are actually pretty much fully functioning means that I 100% can give them a console, which is what I was really wanting to do. So okay, so that's out the way. So I got that. I lifted that out. Carefully begin lifting the power board. This is the power board. Apparently it's got some wires that I need to unhook. There we go. That's all the power. That's what powers this thing. So that's important. Let's put that definitely not on the carpet. Put that up there. Okay, so I've got that out of the way. Underneath the power supply, the heat shield can be removed. That's this piece of plastic. Never seen a plastic heat shield before. Interesting. Make sure to put that back in. Right. Can be a bit stubborn. Now, see, this must be like all of these apparently are screwed into it. So that whoever messed with the last one did not put it fully back together properly. They left some screws out, which means the other one, if I had sent that one, might have had issues eventually reading discs because it would be loose eventually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's the 9th one? I don't think this one has the 9th one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4. There's these 2. In fact, it's not even this one that it shows. There's supposed to be 1 here and 1 here. Okay, so this seems to be missing a few screws in this model. It's just a different revision. Which side has the optical drive? All I care about is getting the optical drive out. This side. So I'm going to unscrew these ones over here because that's what I care about. I just want to get the optical drive out. And if I can do that without having to take everything else apart, I would really like that. Oh shit. That's a really small screw. Okay, there's one. Two. And three. Okay, are you now going to come off? Nope, these ones it's attached to. Okay, so it's this screw. And this screw right here. Get out the way. And then how many different cables are there I had to unconnect? I had to unconnect 3. So this one, 1, this one, no, that's not it. It's a different one. Let's flip it over and see if it'll start to come loose. What are you screwed onto? Seriously. This one is in so much firmer. Not that that's a bad thing. I disconnected this one from Hughes. Yeah, good idea, Chevy. Just put your finger all over the lens. That one I disconnected from this side instead. I really don't see where this is connected still. What are you what screws do you still have in you? Like, I really don't want to break this, but I really honestly don't see where it's still connected. Fine. I'll take the whole dang thing apart. Really don't want to, but whatever. Right. So back to these ones. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so I did that. First remove. Yeah. We can now remove the fan and make power switch assembly. Remove this. Come on, little tape thing. That screw is still in too far. Oop, well there goes the fan. Plop. there's that. And now it says I should be able to take this off. It's still super stuck. I don't understand. I feel like I'm going to break it. And I don't want to break it. Like, that is still super stuck on there, but that's the next step, is removing the disk drive. Carefully begin to live after this beach card. The ribbon. I know the ribbon cables are still attached, but it feels like there's still screws attached. I don't want to hurt you. I really don't see any other screws possibly holding it into place. I don't understand. I feel like I'm going to break it, and I don't like that. It is definitely still stuck on something over here. Like 100% definitely still something under here is screwed in. But I don't see any screws. So I could definitely start to lift it up from that side, but not from this side. There's more than one teardown on here. Let's see if somebody has this version. This is the exact same teardown. You liars. First, remove the 7. Next, take out the 2 head gold screws. I am frustrated right now. Okay, this one just had much better clasps on it. That's what it was. For those metal clasps. Okay. Come out, please. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to just swap the drives. Honestly. These are built differently. Dang. Yeah, these are built differently. I'm not going to be able to just swap the drives. I'm going to have to swap like all the insides into the nicer case. Well, that's annoying. So yeah, these are definitely different models. Because you can see how this one has way more wires and stuff. All 4 of those little plugs there. This does not have any of those plugs. So this one has to go with the one that I just did because that's what pulled out. So I need to clean out everything and just swap the door and the slide mechanism into the other one, like with the other console. But I can put it back probably into the nicer case, I hope. So in that case, I actually don't need, that's not how that goes, but that's how it's going to go right now. Right. So I don't need this ps2 right this second. This one can go away. Stay still. Thank you. However, I want the door from it because it has the actual door. Let's see if that's stuck. Yep. It's no longer broken. It is now stuck on there. Exactly what I wanted. I didn't use too much, so it's not like it got everywhere. It's just nice and on there. Perfect. So this I'll be using. I'll be using this drive in with the old one. But I'm going to be using the case of the new one because it's not as dirty. Where's my compressed air? I need a Kleenex to wipe off a good chunk of this. Gross. Okay, it's going to be a little bit loud here. I need to blow this with some compressed air. Do it down here. Okay, there. That is a lot cleaner for that part. Now I need to build backwards. Okay, we're not going to use this part on this one. We aren't going to use this part on this one. These can go over here. Which expansion bay cover looks nicer? Not like that's a huge deal. Where's the other one? Where's the cover? Well, I might not have an option on expansion bays. They're also very different in how they're built. So I'm probably going to have to go with the original one that goes with it. So I'm just going to give it a quick. No, I'm going to be using this one because I'm going to try to be putting it back into into the nicer one. So not the dirty one. I'm going to try. Hopefully it'll let me since the cases are ever so slightly different. Okay, so I've now confused myself since I can't just do the swap I was originally planning to. So to go backwards, I need this back. Come here. I need this back, but I don't need the case back. I'm going to try to be putting it in the other case. So get rid of the case because it's gross. But this thing is also gross. So I am also going to blast it down here. So don't mind me for a minute. Do it down here so it doesn't get all in my lungs as much, basically. They definitely had a cat or a dog, whoever had these. Most definitely had a cat or a dog, because it's all hair. I should be able to actually swap the fan. The other fan is cleaner. The fan should swap. They're pretty exactly the same, so. So where is that other fan? Only thing with the fan is I didn't take this one apart enough to get where it plugs in. Where does it plug in? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that because I want to swap the fan because this fan's just a lot nicer and cleaner. In fact, let me just blow it really quick. Yeah, no, that needs a brush. Still, it's way cleaner, like way, way, way cleaner. So we're going to go with that one. So we are going to take this apart, which is now all not even because I don't have the disk drive in this one. Come on. Right, so this should pull out. And then this should come out, which is plugged in. Come on, thank you. I don't actually need to take it all the way off because it's just going to go right back in just a minute. I just need to get to the fan. That's all I'm doing this for, is the fan. Come on, thank you. Right, the fan. I just want to swap the fan with a cleaner one. Because this fan is nasty. Of course, actually, saying that, all of the power unit is also nasty, so why don't we actually swap it too? Because that's just nasty. Put that down there in the dirty case. This one is a heck of a lot cleaner. Oops. Dropped it. So, brother. So, brother. So there's that, and then we got the cleaner fan, which now I don't remember which way it was in. Awesome. Goes this way, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it goes this way. Maybe I don't remember at all which way this fan goes. Maybe I can't swap fans because it doesn't seem to, maybe it goes this way. There we go. That's the way it goes. I knew that. See, this does have all the screws in it still, though. So I don't know. The tabs, like I said, the tabs are just a lot better. That's all it is. Anyway. So we put this back on, just reverse what I have done. Set. There we go. Right, follow and reverse. None of those screws were actually removed. So power board, still got that on. Then it needs to slide back into its power clips right there. And then those four, well, before I put those 4 screws in, did that actually go in right? Because that didn't line up right. Ouch. How about you don't just break everything? Okay, this needs to go back in. And that's on the top underneath. Goes like that. This goes on. 4 screws can go back on. And one more for here. There we go. Okay. So those are back in. That's back in. I've already put those 4 screws back in. So now it goes back into the case for the bottom. Let me give it a good blow. Right. So crap. How did this go back on properly? Great. Put this back over. I think I possibly need to take something back apart to put the fan on properly. I don't know. I don't remember how it goes on. Does it go behind the metal? Does it go in like this? No. Gosh dang it. No, it does just go like this. It just needs to go down further. Why are you not going down further like you're supposed to? Because you are not matching up right. Whew. You are gross. Before I actually fit that back in, I need to blow off something else that I just noticed. Power jack is super gross on this. Canned air, there it is. There, that's less gross now. These aren't actually completely, utterly different, are they? Where did I put the other one? So no, the plastic to this is exactly the same. So I should be able to get this one in perfectly fine. I just can't for some reason. Needs to go down ever so slightly further than it is. Ugh. I see what it is. I'm really not going to be able to use this one because there's one tiny, tiny, tiny difference. So I'm going to have to clean this up really good and use this. Because there's the tiny little groove in this one to allow it to snap down over this metal sheet that apparently sticks out ever so slightly further. Fine. Just trying to use something that's cleaner. That's okay. Just gave it a nice little clean real quick. It's all good. Okay, so I don't need the fan part. The fan can stay. The fan's fine. It's this I need to change. Which luckily I can do without unscrewing everything. Come on, at least I got it out without unscrewing everything. Can I put it back in without unscrewing everything is another thing in its entirety. There we go. And I gotta get the fan back to slide in. And we are golden. Okay. Anyway, that That is all the way in, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Right. Then put it back in the case. Actually, no, don't put it back in the case yet. I haven't put the disk drive back in. That's supposed to go in before all of this. Right, so disk drive. In fact, I should have put it back in before a few other steps. Of course I should have. Of course I should have. Me get ahead of myself? Never! I don't ever get ahead of myself. I don't know what you're talking about. Trying to see if I can actually reattach this without having to take apart all of it. I think I can because I'll hook it on this side. It just might be slightly difficult. Swing, swing from the shadows of my heart. To carry on again. Okay. Technically, I can do this. Technically. Reality, though? Let's see. I might have to, like, do it in my lap and hold it like this. This is not usually suggested. Away, away, away. I really don't know if I can do it this way. I can't see. Okay, we need to take it back apart again because I got ahead of myself. Again, me ahead of myself. Only always. Only always. Way to carry on again. Shmi, you're picking some great songs. Okay, you come back out again. You come back out again. And you just come off again. I don't really need to unplug you. Come on, come apart. Oh, right, the fan is connected. Where's the fan connected? There it is. You come out. And then you come out. There. It's the power board. You can go over there. Right. Now. It's not going to make it any easier to connect this. First, let's connect this one in, because that's got to be done before. Disk drives are a pain in the butt, in case anybody's wondering. can't get my fingers how I need them. Crap. Hopefully I haven't damaged this. It looks like it's been bent. Move forward. Of course that's not enough. Clearance. Come on. I don't have enough hands. I don't have enough hands to do this. Right, so there's that part done. Now, reconnecting all these other ones might be fun. Again, I don't have enough hands to do this. How about we clip you back in? Come on. Clip in so I don't have to worry about you falling. Thank you. Right. Can't tell if that's actually in or not. Where are my tweezers? Go in. Okay, that one's in. Can't tell if that is in. I think so. I think it's in. When I tug, it feels like it's in. Okay, one more. That one's in. Okay, there. They're in. Guess when we test it, we'll see if I completely messed it up or not. Yep. That is what will happen. Right, so those are all in. So now I can go back to putting this stuff back in like it's supposed to be. So this. That. Then, ouch. Then the fan needs to be plugged back in. Fan plug back in. Then before that, this goes back on. Then this lines up to go on. Okay. Hopefully I have not messed up the disk drive in doing that stuff. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Right. Then put it back in the case. Get the finger out the way. Okay, so there, now it's back in the case, how it's supposed to be. Right. Now what? Expansion. Expansion slot can go back in. That is not the right one. Where is the right one? You can tell it's not the right one because it didn't actually click. There. That is the right one for this one. And then, okay, so we did that. Go backwards a little bit more. Screw this back into place. That is here, I think. No, not there. It's here. Let's put it back in the right screw hole. And here between them. This could be fun. There we go. Screw that down in. Okay, so that's in there, and then we put the controller part back on. Which first of all needs cable put back in, which goes, is it this way? And most of that gets shoved back in there. Have I used the wrong one again? Yes. There's tiny little things on these revisions that make it not possible to swap certain things. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Like, so disgusting. Yeah, there's just tiny little differences. Like, an extra little tab in the plastic to make something fit or not fit. Really annoying, actually. Back down in there. There we go. And that is, I forget which screws they are. Crap. These ones maybe? Okay, that's back in. And then it is this part, which better fit because I really need the one that's I really need to be looking at this in the same way or I'm going to confuse myself. So this way, and this thing is on this side up there. So this slides in like that, except I missed that one. And get screwed down like that. And those screws are little black. I only have one tiny black one, and there are 2 screws here. Great. They're just these gold ones then. That's right, they're all the same ones for taking the disk drive apart. This goes here. Need to make sure those ones are tight because that helps hold this in place. Okay. Got that. And then this. And it goes on this way. Yes. And then the other 4. Oh, make sure that I'm doing this correct. Okay, that part is done, and then we have simply snapping this thing back in place and putting the case back together. So, yeah. And this, turn back around the other way. Let's see. You were originally taped, but you ain't gonna stick no mo's, I can tell. And this goes back in like I don't remember. Let's see, the power button's on the top, so it's gotta go this way. Dear things. If you're really not going to fit, that is going to be really stupid annoying. Of all the parts. Seriously? Well, if I can get it to stay and actually like close up the case, I think it'll work. Because it looks like it's held in by one of these screws over here. Okay, so I might have one fully functioning with a door that operates properly. Might. Let's see. Let's get it actually closed up first, especially since, like I said, that power button needs this screw over here. And that also depends on if I didn't actually mess up the disk drive while doing all that stuff. So that means we definitely need to test again. Yeehaw. Okay. It always makes me think of Rock Band. Good song. This is the one that holds that power button in place. I gotta make sure that's on good. Sorry, I'm not meaning to shake the camera. Ugh. That's what happens when it's hooked to the table. Go in the hole. Okay. It's time to do some more testing. See if I've ruined it or not. Right. So that needs to move so I can actually scoot back. Let's see if I ruined it, guys. Let's not roll over my controller cord. Too late. There. Okay, power still goes to it. Still turns on. Make sure I've not messed up the disk drive or anything else for that matter. Good, still reads all of that. See if the disk drive actually stays open. It does not. It is still only opening and then closing automatically like it was in the first one, which means it's something with the door itself, which is weird. Let's make sure I've not messed up it reading games. Doesn't even seem to be opening the door all the way, which is weird. Are you going to read the game? Yes, just slowly. So I'm going to need to look up like door auto closes and see if there's a fix for it. Okay, so still works. I didn't mess anything up, so that's good. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for now. And I am now going to search to see if I can find a fix for the door wanting to auto close. I have way too much other stuff. This ps2 needs to be not on the desk so I can actually access my desk. Right. PlayStation 2 original door won't stay open. That is not helpful. Won't stay closed. That's not it. It won't stay open. Door won't stay open. That is not even ps2. Thanks. Might have to watch a video. Annoying. You play games and your disk tray is broken. My disk tray is not necessarily broken, it just won't stay open. And if you're suggesting playing games by literally keeping the case open so you can access it, then you're an idiot. You're a freaking idiot if that's what you're trying to suggest. PS tray won't Open. It opens, it just won't stay open. Original door is auto closing. Do you say how to fix it though? In case somebody else has a problem. Okay, I need to watch a video. Somebody shows how to fix it. So I'm gonna pause the music so I can actually listen to what this dude's saying. This is only a 2.5 minute video, sorry. Okay. If that's really all that it is, that is a super easy fix. I just need to, that is way too loud in my ears. Okay, so I need to take it apart again really quick just to get to one part on the disk drive. But if that's all it is to fix it, then that's easy. Come on. Come here, you big old beast. Right. So I'm hoping that that really is all that the problem is that the tension's just not right on 2 screws. If that's all it is, then that's super easy to fix. So I really hope that that's all it is, because then I will have a fully functioning PS2 to give to them. And then I can go through and make sure all the games work. Come on, screw. Thank you. Okay. I don't need to take apart everything, but I do need to take the cover back off of the disk drive so I can get to these two screws. Where's my screwdriver? And I will test it to see before I actually close it back up this time. Come on. Yep. Oh, I don't need the disc in there still. I forgot I had the disc in there. That can come out for now. Okay, it's these two screws right here is what the guy was saying, is that if they're too tight for some reason, it will just auto close. So I'm just gonna give it a nice like quarter of a turn, and then we're going to actually I'm going to just leave it open. We're just gonna move this down here. I'm gonna put the power cable in, and we're gonna see if, well, I'm going to see because the camera's not pointed down there. Sorry. And power. Turn it on. Move this to the side. And then we're going to turn you on. And we'll see if eject. Nope, still goes back in. Power. Gonna just do it a teeny bit more. Because if this is really all it is, just another like quarter turn, power, eject. Nope, still auto closing. Not even gonna bother turning the offer on this time. Go back to tightening it all the way. Eject. Why you do? I feel like I'm unscrewing this way too much. Nope. No matter how much I unscrew it, it is still auto going back in. And I've unscrewed it quite a lot. Okay, so see if I can find other information as to why, any other fix, because that is not it, for me at least, for this one. So this ps2 needs to move again. It was a good effort. That did not solve my problem. That is the only thing I see about information on how to fix this, is those two screws. Well, that's annoying. Come on, go in the hole. And I don't understand, because this one was closing perfectly fine on its own. All I did was swap the piece that's not broken. Why would that affect it so much? Like, all I did was swap this piece. And I don't want to swap this one back because this one is literally busted. Like, there's no way to put a door on the cover of that one. Gosh darn it all. I don't understand. Why are you auto going back in? Really, like, if it was me, I wouldn't care because I'm careful enough to know how to time it. But if I'm giving this to kids, I don't want them accidentally damaging their games. Like, that would be no bueno. Like, why are you not working properly? I tried to press eject without anything in there and it's freaking out. It's like, there's nothing here. Ah! Turn you off. Turn you off. Well, hey, Jackie, how you doing? Sorry, I haven't been looking at the screen. I've been trying to figure out why this thing. I can bring it back up here, though. I'm warm. I'm warm, and I'm getting really hungry. That can go over there. Come here, ps2. So I have a fully working ps2 that I'm going to be donating, but the door won't stay open. Like when you go to change games, I can't get it to stay open. It auto closes. It has a few second delay, but I'm going to be giving this to kids, so I don't want them to run the risk of damaging their game. Like if it was somebody like me who was going to be keeping this, it wouldn't bother me that much because I can swap the games out fast enough. But if I'm giving it to kids, I don't want to accidentally be giving them something that they're going to be damaging games with. So I really need to figure out why it is doing it. Like, I really don't understand. Go in. All the way. Thank you. Like, I just don't understand why it's doing it. The only thing I can find online in regards to it is somebody saying that it has to do with the tension on these two screws right here that I'm about to put in. But no matter what I do with the tension on them, it doesn't matter. But then the really big part that confuses me is I did swap this piece. This console originally opened and stayed open, but it had a busted door, like there's no lid on it, and I don't want to give that to kids either. So not only was it busted there, but now I see it's got a busted piece back here also. Like the door itself is just completely busted. So why did that used to close only when I told it to with that one, but now that I have a full piece in here, it's not wanting to do it? Like it's the exact same system, I just swapped that piece. So what is the deal? What is the deal, yo? I wish I had a power supply where y'all could actually see me doing this, but I don't. So going back down here, sorry, I'm trying something else that I saw somebody mention, which wasn't a very good idea to try, but I tried it anyway. And that was forcing it to stay open and turn it off. Nope, that did nothing. Can you sit in my lap? Is the cable long enough? Not entirely. I just don't understand why it's doing this. It's really annoying me. I just want to give these kids a nice PS2 console. Is that too much to ask? One that doesn't auto close. Stop trying to take it back. Stop it. Stop it. I thought I might have had it by just trying to force it open, but no. Why you gotta do this? Why's it gotta be so stupid? If anybody else has any other suggestions on how to get this to do this, I am all ears. Because this is annoying. New gerb hype. Now I think I'm to the point I've actually like stripped the screw holes. Science! Oh, silence. I thought you said science. Which would have been a lot more like applicable. Okay, I need to try to search the webs again for this. This is really annoying. PS2 disk tray. Yeah, I have one actually fully working right this moment. The only thing is the disk tray doesn't stay open extremely long. It's auto closing, and since it's going to kids, I don't want to give that to them like that. Um, like if it was me keeping it, I can know that I can time getting the game in and out perfectly fine, but I don't want the kids to risk damaging the games. So I'm trying to get it so that the disk tray stays open when you press open. Like it only stays open right now for about 3 seconds and then it closes. Um, so I'm trying to find the fix, but everything else about it works. It boots up PS1 and PS2 games. The controller port works. Is the music too loud? I will turn the music down then. But yeah, I was saying I have. Let me look at my audio levels. You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, wife? Turn it down more, especially because you're just monster cat. I have one that's fully working, but the disk tray won't stay open. It only stays open for about 3 seconds, and I don't want to give it to kids who might accidentally damage their games. So I'm trying to find a fix for that. But otherwise, it boots PS1 games, it boots PS2 games, the controller, it inputs all the functions, it reads both PS1 memory and a PS2 memory card. Everything about it's fine. I technically have two that are fully functioning, but the other one is the that is its disk tray, like it's completely busted open. The third one, power goes to it, but I can't get it to turn on. And I don't just want to steal out the disk tray from it because this was the original disk tray and the one I'm using, and it stayed open perfectly fine. But now that I've just swapped this is the only piece I swapped. It's not staying open. So I don't want to open up the third one just to take that out because it's probably just going to do the same thing. So I need to figure out the fix on how to actually make it work. So I'm trying to find a fix for it. The first fix I found didn't help me. It didn't do anything. But I'm not finding a lot of information on it. Be very careful. I don't care about those notes. Are you even talking about what my problem is? What is wrong with it? I don't like it when people put videos up without fully explaining what's wrong. I can almost hear what these people are saying. One sec. I need to pull this back over here. This needs to go away. Go away. Right. This needs to come back up here. Cancel. Stop. Shh. Stop. Um. Okay. I am going to see if that's. I really have like stripped these little holes. Great. Have like little tiny plastic corkscrews. Put you down in there. Put you down in there. And bring this over here so I can plug it back in. Turn it on. Now it won't eject at all. So whatever it is that they suggested is not right. Turn off, please. Thank you. Turn off. Turn off again, please. Thank you. Okay. Screwdriver. That's what I need. One o'clock. I have to be done in an hour because wife needs picked up from work. So if that is all the way over, which one is it catching on? And that one. Ugh. Dang it. Thought maybe we had it. This is getting to be really annoying. And then to be really, really annoying, I want to see if putting this broken one back in, if it works. Because then I will be really super annoyed. But if that is the case, there is actually slight differences between these doors. So I might need to open up that other one and see if the door matches this one. Come on. Well, it ain't doing nothing. Power. This is the original door with this one. It was working. Like it was working when I first tested this. Come on. Well, it was. I swear. I swear I tested games in this one. I am not sure because I do not have mine linked to it, so I cannot help you. I'm sorry. I swear this one worked. I am not crazy. It's not now, though. There, now it opens. And see, this one stays out. I don't know how much you can actually see that in my lap from over there. But yeah, this one stays out. Good grief. Which means I may very well have to open up the other one and see if the door matches this one. Good grief. Because they are slightly different. So slightly different. Ridiculous. So, where they're different. See how these grooves are all straight? The one that's working, they're not. So apparently this system must have this. So I get to open up the other ps2 and hope that it has that door. Come here. Okay. Considering that I started out with 2 pretty much fully functioning ps2s, this is taking me a long time. Ouch. Right. Let me actually sit properly. Just need to open this far enough to get to the door. Well, I know why this one doesn't power on. So, whoever decided to open this one up previously, they were not paying attention when they were screwing it back together. Wait for it. Wait for it. Let me show you. So this means this is one that I could probably fix. Look at this. They screwed a hole through the power cable to the front. This one is never going to power on because they've destroyed this. I can probably fix it. I say because power was going to it, it just wouldn't turn on because, oh, there's a hole through it. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. People who don't know what they're doing should not do this stuff. or at least watch information or something. Good grief. So that's something I can probably fix and then make this a functioning one again, because that's, as of right this moment, that's the only thing that I can see that would be wrong with it, and that is a very blatantly wrong thing. People. Please let this door be the one I need. Then maybe I could be done with this ps2. And I can have one less ps2 in my stuff. Come off. And 2 more screws. Please be the one I need. Nope. Dang it. Of course not. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? I cannot believe that they did that. Good grief. Just completely severed the thing. Which means they actually went through like probably 3 of them, and there's another place where they've damaged it. Essentially, I really only need to buy another one of these connector cables, which I can probably find online somewhere. And then this one will probably function again. Like, that is literally somebody just not knowing what they're doing, and yeah. Anyway, since I have this lid off, I'm going to just make sure it doesn't work with this one. Since I have it off. Where is it? Over there. It's still plugged in. Thank you, Shmee. Come here, you. Cannot believe that somebody did that to that system. I'm quite angry about it, actually. Okay, let's just give it a shot. You never know. Where's the power? Ugh. Nope. I thought maybe it was gonna stay open. It seemed to stay open longer. This door also is not fully on. Turn it off. Thank you. Seriously, Nightbot, calm down. No. Don't mess with that. Turn it off. Okay. Where's the broken one? It's just all snapped away, like. I mean, could technically super glue this one on here instead. But all of this plastic that it's supposed to help support it on is broken off. I don't know who owned this before or what the heck they did to this thing. But they did a very good number at breaking it, that's for sure. But this just goes on like I could potentially glue that on and use this other one so it'll actually stay open. It does have a nice crack in there. Now you can see it. And I don't like that. But I can't figure out how to get it to keep these other ones open. Like, it requires... It's just not the right door. Ugh! I do not like this. Okay. Because I want them to have one that the door stays open. I don't want kids accidentally damaging their games. Which then means that this cannot be used for a little while because it's got to dry. Well, here's hoping that this will work. It's like, I don't like this disc door at all. Like, there's plastic on the back snapped off. There's tape underneath of it. But for some reason, this is the only one that will stay open. Stupid thing. So we just need to wait a little bit until this dries, and then I can test it again. So I wonder if the screw tightening thing works on the other one. And I am going to see about ordering how much that cable costs, so I might actually still have two that work. And that means I can like sell them or get rid of them. Might see if Shmi wants a ps2 or my friend Kentucky Ain't Barefoot. Still really don't like that there's like gaps and holes, but What can you do? You stuck on there good? Still wet. I can see some of it. Definitely don't want it to be wet and have some that I can see that's wet and then put it in there and it accidentally glues itself shut. That is definitely not what I want here. But at least it has a door cover again, so it's not going to have a huge gap in the front. That is definitely stuck on. So there was just enough plastic for it to actually stick on. So that should be good as long as the kids don't go dropping it. Still stuck on. Okay. Watch, I did that and now it won't open. It won't stay open. I just jinxed myself. Ow. Okay. Let's give her a go. Where's the power cable? Oh, it's already plugged in. Don't mind me. And the door opens and stays open. That's all I wanted. So there. So that means we will close it all back up. Make sure I haven't accidentally damaged something else in the process. Test some games until I have to go get my wife from work. So put this thing back together. I don't remember where I put the cover. Oh, I think it's just right back there. Okay, right. So screw these back in. And before I get it fully in, make sure after I screw the screws in, it's still doing it, since apparently there seems to be a tension thing. Screw that in. Screw that one in. Okay, so just really quick test before I fully close it up, just to make sure I didn't get the wrong tension on there. Yay for a working door. Oop. Power. Come on. You are literally just opening fine. Maybe this is the tension problem. Where's my screwdriver? Little half turn, half turn. Opening and staying open. Close, open. So this appears to be the system that the tension thing definitely works for. Okay, so there we go. Door is working. Go ahead and close it back up again. Again, not the way that I would have preferred to have fixed that, but hey, whatever. Just whatever. Gotta get this back on. Still cannot believe that somebody screwed holes through the power cable. Such a moron. Oh, people are stupid. They really are. I'm like short screws. I probably am not going to be able to test every single game that I have, since that took quite a while, and wife is off work at 2. But we can at least test a few games, make sure they're working, and it's reading multiple games. And we definitely won't be testing any of the Xbox One or Xbox original games, not one. And I also had pulled out a ps2 controller, a Xbox controller that I was going to see if I could repair to toss in with it. But I'm not going to have time to do that either on stream. There's that. And then it's just closing up the case. This is why it's always extremely important to make sure when you have cables like that that are close to screw posts, you need to make sure that when you close it back up, which I checked before I screwed this together last time, you need to make sure that it's not in the way. And it is this time. So that didn't work. I need tape. I need tape, and I don't know where my tape is. Good grief, this time it just keeps getting right in the way. There we go, now it's not in the way. Now I can actually screw it closed and not do what that other person did. Okay, that's not wanting to go in. There's not anything in the way of this one, is there? I looked. No. See if I can get a screw to go in this one this time. There we go. It just wasn't lined up quite right. All right. Then I can put these little things back in. The nicest looking ones. Nope. Nope, that's a rubber one, that's a rubber one. That's really messy. There's a good one. And that'll work. There we go. Right. We now have, you know, I should have known that this PS2 is different than the other ones. It's blue there. The other ones are not blue there. And I don't even know what model has that. Okay, yes. I ended up super gluing a cover on the broken one, and now it looks good and it opens and stays open. So this, let me put it the right way so it looks good for you. But yeah, here we go. So we have a fully functioning PS2. I'm going to try to buff out some of those white spots later, but oh man, there's a piece of tape in there, loose. Get the tape away from the fan at least. So I cleaned it up quite a bit, but yeah, it's fully functioning. There's just a few scuff marks on the case, and now until wife has to be picked up from work, we're just going to test a bunch of games on it to make sure that they work. So I am actually going to stop the music. And we're going to scoot back. I need to get these other PS2s out the way so I can scoot back properly. Oh, God. I should not be grabbing that with one hand. It's too heavy for that. And just scoot you backwards so I have room to back up. All right. Turn this up so y'all can actually hear it a little bit better since I turned the music off. Yeah, I'll be there about 2-ish. Just let me test a few games real quick, make sure that they're working. I don't have that many PS2 games. I'll just test the PS2 games. How about that? I only have 6. And I already know this one works, but let me just make sure I haven't messed up stuff by testing it out again. Open. Door opens. Stays open. That's what we want. This is Sly 3. This is actually a game I really want to play. I want to play the Sly Cooper series of games, but they did remasters of them in a conglomerate, like all 3 games for the PS3. So I was like, I'll just get that for me and I'll give this game away. I'm actually giving them the first one and the third one because we'd come across them before. So, but they seem like good kid-friendly games. I'm still not sure of the age group, of these kids. I've just heard that there's several kids of varying ages. So I have some in here that the parents might not fully appreciate because they're like mature rated or whatever. But if they have like 18-year-olds, then, or maybe the parents themselves want to play. Parents can be the judge of that, so. So the game's working.
The gangs assembled and are in position to help you get up to that ball. For the rest of the operation, you are the ball.
Roger, Bentley. I'm starting my approach.
Just want to make sure that I didn't mess up the controller ports, so I'm going to test all the controls.
Look, we're running 5x5 here. Make sure everyone's in sync.
I hear that. Artillery, sure you can make that shot?
I endeavor not to miss.
Excellent. Radio control.
In position.
Recovery team. Our pumps. Submersibles. Showtime, baby. Telekinetics. All right, it's the crime of the century and the ball's in motion.
I think these games look like a lot of fun. Okay, camera still works. Analog. D-pad. Okay, so yep, all the controls still work. Game looks good. Right, so on to the next one. So that is one game definitely going to them with the console. So that is one game. Try the first slide game. That was the third one. So this is the first one. I know the disc was removed. I removed it. Just reset. No, I don't want to save right now because I know it's working and I'm just going to clear these off anyway so I can send them a clean one. Man, just let me, like, skip this.
Very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break in.
I wish it'd let me skip this stuff.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the fan. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. We got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel slide. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
All right, camera. You never know. Sometimes the games themselves are messed up with controls. Oh. Okay, so this one looks good. Sweet. So that is 2 games for them so far. Sly 1, Sly 3, Next one I'm going to test is Spyro, because that's also another good kid-friendly one. Spyro are games I've also never played, and I do want to sometime, but they also, I would think, have a conglomeration that they actually just recently released, like on the PS4, and I think it might be coming to Switch also. And I'm so in love with my Switch that I pretty much have decided that I want everything on Switch that I can possibly get. But yeah, so I was like, I can give this Spyro game. I can always get it again later. It's also loose, and I don't like loose games that much. So yeah. I don't even know which Spyro game this is. I just know it's a Spyro game. A New Beginning. 2006. I know nothing about Spyro games. I don't know how many there are. Press the wrong button to continue without saving.
In the year of the dragon, in a world beyond the realms, I, like all the others, awaited the birth of the dragon of whom the prophecies foretold. The Dark Master heard the prophecies as well. I should have hidden the eggs long before, but I thought we were ready. I
But
thought
we
they
were
were
not.
safe. Oh, how I was wrong. Save them, the Dark Armies.
Unfortunately, the best video cable I have to give them is just composite. This is through component, so it's unfortunately not going to look this good for them. I don't think I even have an S video one. I need to look through my cables, but I know that I have one that's for composite, so at least they have something to be able to play with. But I don't have a spare component one. And I'm not going to give them my one component one. I mean, I'm not that nice, I guess. Oh my goodness, get through the cutscene.
May they look out for us all.
Come on. Just want to test the game to make sure the controls are working with it. That's all I want out of life right now. Should probably also really be checking to see if this other controller is actually a PS2 controller that I think is, so I can throw a controller in for them. Did not know Elijah Wood was in this.
Eventually, the egg came to rest in a distant swamp. when a family of dragonflies gathered round, wondering what magnificent creature could possibly live inside. They didn't have to wonder for long.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Loading forever.
What emerged from the egg frightened
Just let me play.
but finally amazed and astonished them.
8, 9, 10. Here I come.
It was a purple dragon, who they eventually adopted and raised as one of their own. They named him Spyro, and he grew up alongside Sparks, the young dragonfly who was born the same day. In fact, the two were almost like brothers. The more oddly matched yet compatible pair of brothers the world has never seen.
Never catch me this time, Purple Boy.
As for Spyro, he, like all of us, accepted the world into which he was born, believing he was one of them. A big purple one of them, true, but one of them nonetheless.
I see you, my little glowing friend. Seeing and catching are two different things, a big boy. Yeah, you better run.
Okay, so yes, it works. That's all I wanted. Okay, on to the next one. So that's 3 good games to give them. Then we move on to The Godfather. Because I have this on Xbox and it's complete. This one's rated mature, so maybe for the parents or if they have an older kids. Or who knows? I will let them be the judge of that. Reset. Looks like I'm watching a movie. I really wish it'd let you skip beginnings of stuff in these games.
Someday, and that day may never come, I may call upon you to do a service for me. Until that day, accept this as a gift.
Cleon,
All right.
here's a week's steak.
Hey, good week, huh?
Yeah, some high rollers. I'm gonna celebrate tonight. Taking Serafina to the Continental Club.
Hey, baby. Where's my boy?
He's been playing handball in the alley all day. I thought the noise was going to drive me nuts. My sister's looking after him tonight, though.
Good.
Oh, well then.
Oh my God. My boy. Christ.
Well then.
So bad about your bakery. Come here, you.
This is weird. Right analog to attack. What? Who does what kind of game does that? Actually, it's kind of cool. Anyway, it works. And I've also learned that I probably really want to play this game. This is fun. Anyway, okay, so it works. Like I said, I have it on Xbox, which I prefer games on Xbox over PS2. I like the controller better. So that's 4 games. Next we got the original Devil May Cry. And it's actually in a case, like a proper case. Go ahead and close it and restart. Just 2 more games to test, and then we shall be done, and I can go get the wife from work. Whatever. Also a mature rated game. I've never played a Devil May Cry game.
Two millenniums ago, there was a war between the human world and the other, the underworld. But somebody from the underworld woke up to justice and stood up against this legion alone. His name was Spawn.
It's like I have on the PS2 3 mature rated games and 3 like kid friendly games, like super kid friendly games.
He became a legend. The legendary.
Because the other one I had was the first God of War, which is also mature rated.
Devil May Cry. Sorry, I'm closed at 9. Again, no password.
What, wife?
Can't seem to get anywhere.
Just let me finish testing these 2 games, please.
Whoa, slow down, babe. Well, what do we have here? Nature calls? It's in the back.
So, you must be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Almost.
Nah, it's like 2 minutes till.
Special jobs. If you know what I mean.
You're the man who lost a mother and a brother to evil 20 years ago. The son of the legendary Dark Knight Star.
Oh, I can skip cutscenes. Cool. I was like, why do these games not let me skip cutscenes?
20 years.
Skip. Skip. There we go. That is a weird button to jump with. Okay, so yep, that works. One more to test real quick. And since it has an official case, I can actually have a spot to put the memory card in to keep it safe for them and transport. So that's good. God of War. This one's actually like complete. Has a manual and everything. Come on, game. Come out. Oops. Last game to test for this. I'm very pleased. Fortunately, don't have tons of spare PS2 games to get, but I have a lot of PS1 games, which I'll test off stream, obviously. So they should have a good variety of stuff to play.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
Can you blame them? Look at you. Crazy. You cray, man. Of course, this one doesn't let me skip cutscenes either.
Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness.
Whatever. You can't die that easily.
But it had not always been this way. Kratos had once been a champion of the gods.
Oh.
I will send you back to the depths of Hades.
Well, at least this one puts you into like gameplay quickly, I think. Yep. So yep, this works. This is also a series I've never actually played, but I know I need to play. Anyway, it works. That is what I was wanting to test. So yeah, I was able to get one PS2 fully functioning, plus cleaned up a bit. I tested out that it also, no, turn off, not reset, turn off. Oof, ouch. Sorry, I'm sorting out my life, or trying to. So, right, I was able to take 3 different PS2s and put them all in together into one fully functioning, clean, I still need to try to clean the outside a little bit, but clean unit. I should actually still be able to get the other 2 fully functioning also, but this one is going to be donated to some kids who were affected by the hurricane, who lost everything. Those 6 games I just tested are going to go. I have a memory card for them. I have a power cable. I have an AV cable, and I have 1 controller. I think I need to test that still, but yeah. So thanks for everybody who came out. Thank you for the sub, Shmi. Thanks for just coming and watching me do this. I didn't actually do that much actual modding. I never had to use my soldering iron. but I was able to get things working, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do some more stuff next weekend. I'm streaming right this moment on weekends, mostly on Saturdays. I didn't feel well yesterday, but I should be back next Saturday with something. I'll probably go back to doing what I was gonna do originally and finish building my Nintendo Labo. But yeah, pay attention to my Twitter to follow this space to find out what's going on. And yeah, again, thanks for everybody who came out, and I'll see you next time.